For today's assignment, we are going to be drawing bubble letters. Your learning targets say I can draw bubble letters using different types of lines. I can create characters using different types of lines and shapes. Here are the instructions. And also, we have the materials that we're going to need in order to do this. And you also have the video that you can watch here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to turn our sketchbook landscape. So that would be side to side. This is portrait. This is landscape. And the first thing we're going to draw is the skeleton. Now the skeleton needs to be as big as my hand. So I'm going to draw my name. My first name is Wia. So I'm going to draw my skeleton, or really what I'm doing is writing my name really large, okay? I'm going to write really big letters because it makes it easier to create bubble letters and create the characters. And then when it comes time to Sharpie and color, it's easier because it's large. So as you can see, it's as big as my hand. All right, it's really large. There's hardly any space up here or at the bottom. So it's 4 fingers from the bottom and 3 fingers from the top. So this is a skeleton. Now I'm going to create the skin around the skeleton. Now at this time, if you're confused about how to draw the letters, if you come to our materials down here and you click on Alpha 1 or Alpha 2, Alpha 1 is the large letters. You can see the skeleton and then the skin wrapped around the skeleton. So there's the large letters or the capital letters, and here's the lowercase letters. And it also tells you when you need to draw an I on the inside of the letter. And I have a couple of eyes on mine. So for my W, I'm going to trace around. Now you can do a curve like that, or you can square it off on the edges. I kind of like to kind of round square it. So you see it's kind of a round square. And so I'm taking and I'm going to trace all the way around my letters. And you're going to do this for each letter. Now, just a minute ago, I said that some of my letters have eyes or eyeballs. Okay, so that would be my letters E. In here, I need to create an I, because I'm going to erase the skeleton that's on the inside. I'm going to trace around my Y here. I'm going to go right along with the shape. And then this is my big belly A. And I call it a big belly A because it looks like it has a big belly right there. And an I needs to go there. So my next step is to go in and erase the skeleton. Okay, so we're going to do that on each one, and I'll show you what it looks like once the skeleton has been erased. This is what it looks like. So you might have some residue, okay? That's when you can still see the pencil mark in there, even though you have erased it. That's called residue. Now, I don't count off for residue, but you want to go in and erase all of your letters. Then you're going to change your letters into birds, monsters, or both. I did both. So this is a bird, monster, bird, monster, bird. Okay? Where do you find that? We're going to go back to the classroom. And right here we have 2 examples of where you're going to get your designs from. So when you're drawing the bird, changing the letter to a bird, you need to use an eye, a beak, a tail, the top of the head, feet, and wings. I need to see all of that when you do a bird. When you do the monster, I need to see the eyes. So you choose one of these eyes. a nose, hands, the top of the head or a floater. This is the top of the head, these are the floaters, and a mouth. So that's what I did with mine here, okay? Mine are sitting here, and I haven't created a background or an environment. It's just kind of floating here. So I'm going to ground my animals. And what I'm going to do, animals, birds, monsters, I'm going to come back here and I'm just going to create a background line going through the back. Okay? And then I'm going to put them like they're standing in grass. You can put yours wherever you'd like yours to be. It might be on a planet, might be up in the sky, right? Oh, it could be all kinds of different places. They could be floating in a cloud if you wanted them to. I'm going to add a little sun up here. I'm not going to do too much of an environment. I'm just going to add a couple of things. How's that? Looks crazy, right? But I love it. So once you have it Sharpied, then you're going to erase and get all the pencil off that you can. Then you're going to go in to the graded sketchbook and take a picture. You're not going to click turn in. There is nothing to turn in right now. This is just our sketch and our plan, okay? And you need to put it in your graded sketchbook, a picture there. And once again, just to remind you, the graded sketchbook is at the very top of your classwork page. The graded sketchbook is right there.